Hey. Time for another Out of This World episode from rSpace. Perhaps it is the familiar that we hold on to so tightly. In a rapidly changing world, the familiar brings comfort. Letting go of that which is no longer working for us requires a lot of trust in ourselves. Life holds no guarantees. Something that pushes us out of our comfort zone can give us energy and a new look on life. There is a season to say goodbye and a season to reach out and embrace the new. Today in rSpace, we take a leap of faith. Our first OP takes the reins and rides off into the sunset. How did you move forward? And is life better now? Female, 43, 44 tomorrow, and live-in partner, 40. We have been living together for 2 years, dating for 3. We had a long-distance relationship and the pandemic made us decide to move in together. We have 5 kids between us, 13 to 20 years old. The moment I moved in, I discovered his affairs, begging exes for sex, giving money to them. I think I counted 7 total women. The first year of living together was an absolute nightmare. It was like being kicked in the stomach every single month. We did counseling, etc., and then, fill in the blank. On Monday, his last one that he went to a hotel with texted us very early at 3 a.m. and revealed it all. She told me that they dated since 2019, a little before we met. She was pregnant. He paid for that to go away. She stalked me and started harassing me in November. I was out of town for a trip and the phone calls and texts happened similarly to the other day. This MF had the nerve to tell me it was maybe business enemies or whatever. Finally, after I got back home, he semi-confessed. Stay with me. Monday, the calls and texts happen again. This time, we are next to each other and he is asking me to block them. I said no. Let's let it play out. And it did. The truth came out. In November, after she called me, he invited her to our house to give her $420, and my guess is money, so that she would go away. Meanwhile, telling me I'm crazy. A-hole. The story goes okay. He says she is blackmailing him, so he had her come back in April when I was out of town with my kids. His kids at the house, and he claims they didn't see, and gave her some more weed. She reached out again according to him because she wanted more money. I can't get over that he brought her to our house after she harassed me and then acted like the victim. He was like, well, I didn't want to lie and go out and meet her. Makes 0 sense. When I tell you I'm done, I'm done. I wasted 3 years being lied to, relocating my kids, attempting to blend, etc. to basically be treated like crap. Tuesday, we were knocked out. I don't know if it's emotions or stress. We have some kids with COVID, but we tested negative. I was the sickest. I had asked him to drive my 7th grader to school, and he said yes, but he had an entire fit. So I get up, very dizzying, and drive her in. That was the moment that I decided I'm already alone. I am a single mom, and he adds no value. So here's my dilemma. School is out in June. I have a rising senior and a rising 8th grader. I don't want to move them from here so she can graduate. I'm thinking of just getting an apartment for 1 year and then relocating to where I don't know. I don't have a big family. My mom has dementia and in a nursing home on the West Coast. My brother lives there. I have sisters on the East Coast. A house in Texas that I rent out as an Airbnb. I don't want to live there. Maybe the next move is to move out this summer and let it all unfold. He says crazy stuff like, I didn't create an environment where he could be honest about being extorted, etc. I actually don't care. I cared for the last year. I was stressed out, didn't sleep. I've been down that path. He lacks character. People that cheat pack character and integrity. There are no more 8th or 9th chances. So my question, how is life on your own? This is the only time I've not been the sole provider, and it's been nice, but not at this cost. I'll get a second job or sell feet pictures or something. Housing market is crazy here in Virginia, but I want peace over everything. Being cheated on has wrecked me from the inside out. OP, we are always one choice away from a completely different life. Life is what we make of it. We are always in control of our own destiny. Although a life on your own may seem scary and daunting, you are more than capable of handling whatever life throws at you. You have all the tools you need to succeed. Being cheated on is earth-shattering. It's absolutely horrific, but the worst is over. You do not deserve to be in a toxic environment like the one that he has so carelessly created. Let us know your experience of life on your own in the comments below. Update. cops came to the house. So, cops showed up yesterday because his affair partner filed a restraining order against him. She has been threatening to tell me everything if he didn't pay her. She and random people have been friend requesting me, texting and calling me all hours of the night. He had to come 100% clean because jail time, and who did he ask to bail him out? It's almost comical. She accused him of harassment and sexual abuse. They do a wide range of practices and role plays. I moved into our smaller guest room. We have 5 kids, blended family. I relocated for him. I'm disgusted by him. He brought her into our family home and had sex with her in our house every time I went out of town. Yes, his kids were home. I'm moving out, looking for places, but this dude is a trip. What gets me is he is constantly telling me he loves me, he is sorry, etc. Love doesn't cheat, repeatedly. I feel like a truck hit me. Yes, I have a counselor. I'm putting self-care plan together. It may include a hot girl summer, but I cannot continue in this nonsense. We will never speak again except for the house stuff and kid stuff. It's so incredibly hurtful to have someone that you trust just hurt you so intentionally and willfully. I relocated my entire life for this relationship, moved my kids, rented my house, moved across country, and got rid of my dog, etc. To be greeted with discoveries of infidelities and now this? We have lives together for 2 years, and it's been hell for me. I think people who cheat deserve whatever karma they get. They can't fathom the pain it causes. He has no more access to my heart. I'm done. I'm mourning today, but come tomorrow, I'm back to life. I will not allow him and his BS to control my life. He made his bed, literally. He gets to sleep in it. What a garbage human being. Update. Go outside. Day 1 of crafting my new life. Y'all are the best, first of all. Yesterday was rough, but I decided to get up and get dressed last night and met up with 20 total strangers at an event. It was better than therapy. It reminded me that I'm human and there are nice people in the world. Then, today, I went to another meetup with random strangers and worked out, had lunch with them, laughed, and made some new friends. It may have been the reason I lived here, but I am determined to build my own life. I am now sitting at the beach, looking at apartments to relocate to. I've set a goal to be out by August. It feels scary, but I can do hard things. You can do hard things. If we are lucky, life is long, and this is just 2 pages of my story. Go outside. Talk to a stranger. Don't let the a-hole that betrayed you control your life or cause you to lose more joy. They are not worth it. You, however, are worth having an amazing life. F them. As Bay says, best revenge is your paper. I'm using this as fuel to live better. Yes, OP, yes. You deserved this. You recognized how you were feeling. You took time for yourself, and you stepped back up and dusted yourself off. You absolutely are in control, and there's nothing that can stop you. You did all you could do for a man who you thought loved you. You were selfless with your time. Now it's your turn. It's your time. You come first. If you can't love yourself, how the hell are you going to love somebody else? Here's to you and all the beauty and abundance ahead of you. Our next OP will love again, just not with her cheating ex. Is it worth reconciling with a cheater who is showing true remorse? My 33 female husband, 33 male, of almost 5 years, together 10, had an affair starting around 6 months ago. He was in love with her. It was emotional and physical, and he almost left me and our 1-year-old baby for her. D-Day was 4 months ago, and we separated 3 months ago. Over the last 4 months, he has told me he wants to reconcile with me, that he's cut off contact with the affair partner, and has tried taking me out on dates, as well as help out around the house. While I appreciate the effort, I did not sense true remorse, as sometimes if I'd tell him I wasn't ready to reconcile, he'd guilt trip me and say I should give him another chance after everything he's done for the family financially and non-financially, as well as tell me that many people successfully build a stronger marriage after infidelity occurs. I was not happy about being pressured, but part of me still felt conflicted because I didn't or don't want to give up the life we've built together, and he seemingly wants to commit to me. D-Day 2 happened, where I discovered he was still in contact with the affair partner, which he blames on feeling lonely, being weak, feeling like I was rejecting him, and feeling lost. Anyway, more recently, after the incident, husband seems to be truly remorseful now, saying he is very sorry he's hurt me. that looking back at conversations, he doesn't even recognize the person he was and feels. He was deep in an affair fog and limerence. He's YouTubed many videos that describes this, and it's just shocking that he can act like a totally different person. He is ashamed of the way he treated me and our baby, and the fact that he ran away from our issues and escaped into an affair. He does still come around the house to help when I'm not there, but now he does not use it against me. He's also tried seeking counseling from the church we were going to before this all happened. His family says he has cried nonstop over this, something he has not done previously. And he also tells me when he looks at old photos of us, he feels really sad and he feels he's really lost me forever, whereas before, he didn't get any feelings. I'm torn with what to do. On one hand, I do still love him and feel like we've built a life together and have a baby together, and it makes me sad imagining growing old without him by my side. That maybe now that he's showing signs of genuine remorse, I should at least try and give him a chance. Reading articles and YouTube videos, I guess he's not lying about the affair fog and being limerence. While he now takes responsibility for his poor choices, he still attributes a lot of his behavior to the affair fog. I'm 33 with a kid, and I'm not sure whether I'll meet someone else that could accept my baggage and that I'd be happy with. When I don't think about the affair, I can honestly say I'm happy with him. On the other hand, I know I deserve to be valued and appreciated, and that it shouldn't take an affair for him to work out I'm the one he loves. It seems crazy that he could act like a totally different person and be so cold and cruel to me whilst in this affair fog. Tell our partner he loved her, and also plan to divorce me without a second thought or care for everything we had together, including our baby. Even if I'm sure I can forgive him and still love him, I think it'll be very difficult to forget what happened and to get over him doing this to me. It just hurts very deep, and I don't know whether I want to spend the rest of my life with him half the time unhappy when I think about it. Additionally, is the chance of reoffending still high, even if he is showing true remorse? I'm worried I can never trust him the same way, and in the future, he may be better at hiding it. He of course assures me he won't ever cheat again. Is our relationship foundation strong? I'd say I thought it was until this all happened, and I was blindsided. He told me he was unhappy with changing his life to suit mine, referring to converting to Christianity for me, something I didn't force him into but encouraged. Although he renounced the religion during the affair, he now turns back to it, which I told him to do only if he feels it's for himself and not me. He was also dissatisfied with our sex life, as he says it didn't feel as good as doing it with girls who had more experience, like an ex-girlfriend of his, as well as the affair partner, and used a lot of porn during our marriage, which made him less interested in sex with me, and he now also regrets doing and is going no fap for a while. Sorry for the long post. I don't know why it's so hard for me to decide what to do. Update. Finally have clarity to move on. I just wanted to say, it's been almost 6 months since post D-Day, and for the first time, I finally feel I have clarity and peace. That my heart has finally caught up with my head, and that I feel strong enough and have enough self-respect to know in my heart that I want to leave my wayward husband, and that I'm not scared of being a single mom anymore. That I'd rather be a single mom and potentially never meet a new partner than to be stuck in a stuffed up relationship with wayward husband where I don't think I'll ever be fully happy again. It's been a difficult 6 months with him flip-flopping back and forth, changing his mind, me having hopium, and trying to give things a chance, see if he'd show true remorse. He never showed genuine lasting remorse. I was too blindsided by love to feel things could work out, but I can honestly say when I look at him now, I feel he is unattractive because his behavior towards me was despicable. Anyways, just wanted to say thanks to this community for being there to support me the whole time. Reading similar stories and replies helped give me the strength I needed. It helped remind me of the truth that I don't think I can ever be fully happy again with him, knowing he did this to me and that I'm better off alone. Our first community response comes from XCat Rep. OP, your child or children will also be better off not living that dysfunction every day. We think we do a good job of hiding things, but they know. They will also see that their mom respected herself enough to not be mistreated. I don't know if you are, but I'm proud of you. I think you have honestly turned a corner and will find healing moving forward less difficult to achieve. Surround yourself with family and friends to support you. Get back to activities you may have put aside along the way. Enjoy and love your children. Somewhere down the road, you will notice the sun is a little brighter. The clouds have lifted. You'll notice that you've been happy. Take your time, be patient, and you may just find that person that will treasure you. Keep doing you, OP. Be well. Our next thought comes from 33 Say What 33. This is exactly why experts say wait 6 months before you decide. At 6 months, you know a lot more about the wayward spouse and yourself. Some wayward spouses are truly repentant and work diligently. Good for you. Now in 20 years, you'll have 0 regrets. Letting go of your ex following a painful separation can be one of the most emotionally challenging, mysterious, and frustrating experiences, OP. The simple and complicated truth is this. Once your heart deeply connects with another person, it can be very difficult to let them go. So difficult, in fact, that even if you know they're not the right person for you, you still hang on because the depth of connection is so strong. This connection may only be felt in moments, or perhaps it was felt years ago and hasn't surfaced in a while. Unfortunately, none of that matters. All it does is say the heart connection existed, and because of this, it's hard to say goodbye. You need to take the time to invest in learning how to love yourself again after your breakup. Even if you think this is silly and you have all the confidence in the world, don't overlook this step. The love within you will be your rock as you begin to separate from the love you felt outside of yourself in your ex. You will have moments of wanting to go back to him, OP. In these moments, you must call upon your strength within. Without it, it's going to be very difficult to say goodbye. I have all the faith in you. Thank you for joining us today on rSpace. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. Let us know what you thought of today's content in the comments below. See you soon.